honestly, Scott, this was a good year, man.
Yeah.
Like, I had 6.5 months of rock solid entertainment
No, I
every
agree, man.
single day. Like,
Yeah.
was the ending disappointing? Of course. But guess what? It's disappointing for 29 teams,
Yes.
right? If the Phillies lose in 7, do you think Phillies fans are going to not be disappointed with the outcome,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah.
of course. So
100%.
I'm not ready to throw batteries at them just yet, but it was a great season. Happy to be a Jays fan. It's a good time for
It
us.
is so hard to take you seriously with those glasses on.
Dude, I have to look at you every day with these stupid glasses.
Okay, let's move on to some Blue Jays news here. Center fielder for the boys in blue, George Springer. Of course, he's had a injury-marred last couple of seasons. I know that everyone in Blue Jays land was well aware of his elbow injuries throughout the 2022 season. He definitely limped through them by the end, definitely trying to avoid surgery so he could stay on the field for this team, and to none of our surprise, wound up getting that elbow surgery to remove bone spurs just yesterday. According to reports, he is going to be ready for spring training.
Was it elbow surgery?
Yes. Removing those bone
I'm
spurs.
certain you texted me in the show notes, shoulder surgery. Nope. You definitely said had surgery on his elbow yesterday. All right. Well, we'll have to edit the title of this video. What an idiot.
Well, I'm sorry, buddy. There we go.
The glasses don't mean I'm smart.
I've been working hard to get Adam the show notes a little earlier so that he can put his work in with the thumbnails, and look at this. Just a blunder here.
What an idiot. What an absolute idiot. I'm sorry, guys. All right, elbow surgery for George Springer.
So, according to what your thoughts are, we've talked about this many times. This isn't just your thoughts. This is yours and mine, and a lot of the people in Blue Jays land, that it would probably be best for this organization if they find a way to move George Springer from center field to right field, where it's a little bit less of a stringent position on his body.
Mm-hmm.
With him getting elbow surgery, and it's seemingly being that he should be fine for 2023, this is good news, right?
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
I know we need to wait and see what happens here, but I mean, George missed a lot of time because of those bone spurs and had to rehab his way around it without getting them removed and then try and manage the pain. So hopefully this just means that he's playing pain-free and doesn't need to...
Yeah, I mean, but okay, I'm not an expert in bone spur surgery, but a quick check with El Goog shows me that 6 to 8 weeks recovery. He should be good to go, fully recovered, fully healthy, fully healed, well ahead of spring training, if all goes well, knock on wood.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, it's one more injury in the past, like one thing to hopefully put behind us. Does that give me confidence that he'll have a pain-free 2023? Not even in the slightest, Scott.
No.
If it's not this, it'll be something new. It'll be an ankle or a big old case of bad tacos. I don't know.
This surgery doesn't change your opinion at all on trying to get him out of center field, does it?
No, not even a little bit. No. Right field /DH. Let's go.
Yep. Let's go. The Blue Jays showing up big time when it comes to Silver Slugger nominations.
Yep.
We've got the list here.
We've got, no surprise, Vlad Jr. nominated. Bo Bichette, of course, nominated as well. Alejandro Kirk, very exciting for him. Matt Chapman at third base, kind of surprised me a little bit. George Springer and Teoscar Hernandez as well in the outfield. Outfield is stacked for Silver Slugger nominees. Let me just go down the list of outfielders here. Aaron Judge, Julio Rodriguez, Kyle Tucker, Mike Trout, Randy Arozarena, George Springer, Taylor Ward with the Angels, Anthony Santander, Adolis Garcia, and Teoscar Hernandez.
Now, like the Gold Gloves, Silver Sluggers are voted on by the coaches and management and maybe are a little less analytically driven than some fans would like them to be. However, this is more of a tip of the hat from their peers, if you will, the guys that management and coaches on other teams worry about when they come to the plate. So that's kind of what this award is based on. And I think if you look at the nominations in Blue Jays, amongst the Blue Jays players, the most likely guys to actually take home the hardware, in my opinion, it looks like Vladdy, Bo, and Kirk are the most likely to actually take the award. The other guys, I mean, it's great that they were nominated, but you kind of start looking through the numbers of the guys they're against, and it's pretty tough to imagine.
Well, Matt Chapman going head-to-head with Jose Ramirez, Rafael Devers, Alex Bregman. He's pretty close to the bottom of that list. The outfield, again, just stacked. I mean, Aaron Judge has one for sure, right?
Yeah.
Mike Trout quietly put up 40 home runs this year, right? Like, it's...
God, he's good.
Yeah. God, he's good is right. Alejandro Kirk, though, I think if I had to put money on one Blue Jay winning it, probably Alejandro Kirk. I think that's a good story this year.
I'm there with you, and if you go through the shortstop numbers, Bo Bichette is pretty dominant there as well, thanks to a absolutely massive September. Kind of bumped his numbers up from slightly above average for the season to elite. So Bichette and Kirk probably the most likely candidates. Vladdy's numbers are really good too, and if you start comparing him with the other first basemen in that category, he's right there neck and neck with a few of them. So yeah, I think that most likely those will be announced later in the month, probably after the World Series is when all of this will be decided on, and Gold Glove and Silver Sluggers will be announced. Pretty good turnout for the Blue Jays on both sides of the field, though.
What's it mean for you?
Nothing.
Yeah,
shit
too.
all. Yeah.
Me too.
I mean, it's nice, but I mean, we got eliminated in 2 games in the wild card. Like, who cares? But
it's the same with the Gold Glove, right? Like, even if we sweep these awards, we have 6 Silver Sluggers and 5 Gold Gloves. It still means nothing. A nomination means even less to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm being pessimistic. I'm sure, you know what? I'm sure it means an honor to be nominated, right? Is what they say.
yes.
So it's a feather in these guys' cap. I know that winning awards does affect arbitration money. I don't know if being a finalist does. I'm sure it does a little bit. Maybe not as substantially.
I mean,
as
it's something the
winning
agents are going to bring up, but I don't know if it means anything to the organizations. But
either way,
a little leverage, I guess. Yeah.
A good year from a lot of good young kids. So happy to see it. Honestly, Scott, this was a good year, man.
Yeah.
Like, I had 6.5 months of rock solid entertainment.
No,
every single day. Like,
Yeah.
Was the ending disappointing? Of course. But guess what? It's disappointing for 29 teams.
Yes.
Right? If the Phillies lose in 7, do you think Phillies fans are going to not be disappointed with the outcome?
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
Of course. So
100%.
I'm not ready to throw batteries at them just yet, but it was a great season. You know, happy to be a Jays fan. It's a good time.
We really appreciate all of you within the walk-off community. This thing continues to grow and become an animal of its own. It's a little bit overwhelming, but honestly, we love talking Blue Jays baseball and all the interaction that you folks are involved with us. Thank you so much. Discord, feel free to join it. That is always free. The show, or the link is in the show notes. You can follow us on Twitter at Walk Off Podcast, on Instagram, the Walk Off Podcast. And if you are watching on YouTube currently and you're not subscribed, we'd really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button. All the best, everybody. Cheers.